I'm 35 and I work in tech. I have a full-time job and I've multiple sources of income. And no, I did not quit my job to build all of this. And I just kept stacking things one on top of the other. So if you are a woman in tech, right, and who is just feeling that your life is already full, you have a job, you have home, you have everything that you need to kind of handle all the time, and you're like, okay, all of this is great, but I still want to build something that I want to call my own. So today I want to show you something what actually, building something on your own looks like, because nobody, I don't see anybody deglamorizing and talking about this version of life. Nowadays I see a lot of content and I consume a lot of content, by the way. So everywhere I see, like, talking about women entrepreneurs or women, women in tech, or even women who are making it big, I see a lot of advice that is floating around in the market which says, like, you should just quit your job, you should take a break, you should just take that leap of faith and you should go all in. And I'm like, bro, how is that going to pay my bills? And as a woman, we have needs. I don't know. I just don't resonate with that advice. Then that got me thinking, like, how did I get started? How did I build multiple streams of income? And that's when I looked back and realized. And trust me when I say this, it did not happen randomly one day. I did not wake up thinking that I will build multiple streams of income, or I will be very super successful. So it was more like, me just sitting there thinking about, great, I have an amazing job and I have amazing family, I have everything, but then I want to take, or I want to build something of my own. And here's the thing, right? Like, a lot of women have this dream, right? And I had it too. Like, my job was great and it gave me a lot of exposure, it gave me a lot of growth, but something was still missing, something that I wanted to call my own, like building from scratch kind of a thing. And I craved that. So I built my first business baby, which is the Analyst Edge. Now, this started out as a whim, honestly. It was triggered by my irritation that came up, because a lot of people told me that, oh, business analysis, you mean, you talk about data and all that stuff. And I was like, no, that's not business analysis, and we do a lot of different things in business analysis. So I got tired explaining what I do, and I just thought, okay, if I were to test the waters, if I were to kind of talk about something that I know about, I felt that was it. And I just took the plunge and I started talking about it with public on Instagram. It took me 2.5 years to grow my whole page. I mean, I started out without any plan, like zero idea as to what to do and all of that. And I slowly scaled it and I moved it into being a mentorship platform for aspiring business analysts. And I feel that, and I take pride in this. And I love that version of me. I love that version of somebody pinging you on a random Tuesday night and telling you, Namita, I'm so happy. I just got a job. And I'm like, yay. I try to be, very happy, very excited about all the changes that these folks go through. And that gives me great joy. That gives me great purpose. So with that experience of Analyst Edge in my head, I wanted to see if whatever I'm learning or whatever I have learned actually helped me in any way, right? And I've been a huge consumer of healing modalities. So I started another page, and that page was primarily into spirituality, practical spirituality. And then it just kind of like grew. If we stack things, you can see it compound. So now I have a full-time job as an engineering manager, and I work in a global MNC, and I also mentor aspiring business analysts in the Analyst Edge. I also do Reiki and Akashic readings and trainings on the Soul Sanctuary, and I also do commissioned art. Yeah, and it just stacks on one on another, and that kind of gives me a different kind of peace. But I also want to say, I don't want you guys to romanticize this, right? See, there's no balance here. Okay, it's more like one call that I'm taking, one office meeting or an office work that I'd be doing. And at the same time, I'd be crafting with clay, and I would also like create content and things like this. And there's your kids, and there's never-ending home work that you need to do, right? So there's so much that you do. There's an idea in your head, and there's also content calendar that is like screaming at you for filming a reel that you haven't done for the last 2 weeks. So, yeah. And sometimes in my brain, I just feel like, what the hell is happening? And I just felt okay. I just realized that I was never meant to do just one thing. And all this expansive nature that I've had, and even though I find it tiring, even though I find it really difficult sometimes to cope up, I feel that I'm much more glad to be messy, chaotic, and all over the place, and have too many versions of myself rather than just being contained into a box. We can have hundreds of people tell us what we have to do, but then we do what is right by us, right? So, and that's the actual takeaway. And I want you to take that home with you. Like, you don't need a perfect identity as a master of some one thing. If you are multi passionate and if you have multiple interests, you should take pride in saying that. And as much as I might sound damn funny here, I like what my life looks like right now. And this saying comes to my mind, like where they say jack of all trades, master of none. But I'd say I'm a jack of all trades. Like, you can literally come to me for anything and I can help you out. I don't need to be a master at something. I need my life to feel full. I don't need to be full with work, but I need my life to be full. And that's the only takeaway that I want you to take from this video. So here's the thing, right? Like, I'm going to be posting all about this and how I'm building it, more like a building public kind of a thing. And if you like that, and if you'd like to hang out, consider subscribing. And or if you're too active on Instagram, maybe I'll see you at the Code by Namita. Bye.